Hi, I'm Alice Burkett and I'm here with Kathryn Sargent, Bespoke Tailor, as part of UKFT's British Textile Week in association with the Cloth Workers Company and Campaign for Wool. We're celebrating the craftsmanship, creativity and innovation of the UK textile industry, and I'm pleased to be with Kathryn to discuss British cloth and tailoring. Hi Kathryn.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very welcome. Could you start by telling us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Yes, I am Kathryn Sargent. I'm a bespoke tailor. I have my own company, Kathryn Sargent Bespoke Tailoring, and I make for men and women who are from all over the world. My business is based in London's Mayfair at number 6 Brook Street. Prior to starting my own company, I trained in Savile Row at Geese and Hawks, where I became the first female head cutter on Savile Row, and then later the first female master tailor in Savile Row.
Fantastic. And so what are the main sorts of cloths that you work with?
When tailoring for individuals, the cloth is so important. We really consider the garment, the design of the garment, and the cloth that we work with has to have a really good handle. It has to be able to perform and be tailored very well. So it's something that is really the main consideration when you're looking at a garment and creating something new for someone. I love British wools. They're very robust and they tailor very well. We make a lot of women's wear, and it's important for the cloth for women to have great drape to it. And fortunately, we have rich in sort of producers here in the UK that make fantastic cloths for that purpose.
Fantastic. So when a client comes to see you for the first time, how do you guide them through the process of selecting the right cloth?
Well, I think quite a lot of people just look at cloth and never touch it or feel it, and you'll have a conversation with someone and find out why they want to wear a certain garment, or they may have read about something or seen a picture in a magazine and think that one cloth is better than another. And quite often we'll get a selection out and I'll just say, feel the touch of this, and you'll get to know their preferences, like if they prefer a softer handle to the cloth or if they like something that's more robust. And quite often, if they're looking for something that has longevity and it's going to last them, when you explain that something that's a little bit tougher is going to stand the test of time, that really convinces them, and sort of they'll go for something that is a greater investment. And that's what we do really well. We make cloths that will last a lifetime. And so many clients bring their garments back. Many clients bring their garments back, in a number of years to be refurbished. As soon as you put an iron and put some steam through the cloth, it comes to life again. And I think that's the beauty of these fine British wools.
And what sort of cloths are you seeing most demand for at the moment? Do you see trends in cloth from your clients?
I think it's more about the style of the garment and the actual overall look of the outfit. So for example, really bold stripes, they became a little bit less fashionable, but clients now really love texture and certain weaves in cloth. So we're really seeing more and more people wanting things with that subtlety. So a lounge suit can take them literally from the day into the evening, and it would be maybe a plain cloth, a plain weave, but when you get up close, it has that texture and you can see the quality in the cloth itself, rather than just a plain colour that it's just maybe not as attractive, and I think texture is something, the handle of a fabric is something that's really important. So I think there's a bigger understanding about just how fantastic these cloths are, and so clients come and discuss cloth with us, and they'll have read about it, they'll have seen other people wearing certain things and ask questions about it. And we have a number of pieces on display here in the atelier where we can show how certain cloths work, and you can see them made up in garment form. It's so hard to choose from a small swatch, as you know, to then imagine how something can be made up. But when you see something draped on a mannequin, or if you encourage a client to put a garment on, they get a sense of how that cloth might feel and how it might move. And I think it's something that's really important to consider. Like, you just cannot design a garment out of a cloth that doesn't work for that garment. So I think there's definitely a subtlety in style and in fashion at the moment, that people really truly appreciate the quality, rather than something that's very bold and it's almost wearing them. The cloths and the designs are becoming a little bit more sophisticated and of a quality, and I think that's something that's really admired with British cloth and sought after for the world over.
And how much do you find that clients want to know about where the cloth's from and how it's made and the story behind it?
Now, sustainability and provenance is so important. Clients do ask all the time, where is this fabric made? Where is this cloth from? And it's something that we can truly be very proud of when we say, actually, the wool is from the UK. It has been woven, carded, woven, and put into production here, finished in some of the finest places to make cloth. And so it's truly important. And I think when you're making a bespoke piece here in the heart of London, to actually have a cloth that's from the same country, that has that lineage and heritage, it goes hand in hand. You cannot do one without the other. And so the fabric really has to have the heart and soul of the craft that you're working in as well.
Fantastic. And finally, I think we can already tell, but what do British textiles mean to you?
So I learned to become a tailor by using British cloths. I was trained in London Savile Row, and it's something that I have learned and mastered. It's something that I have a true appreciation for, and it excites me to work with British fabrics and British cloths, and the quality and the robustness of our worsteds and our fine woolens are something that last. And I like to make garments for people that really last a long time. And if the cloth is really beautiful, and if it's British, it's the best.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kathryn. Thank you for joining us today. It's been great talking with you.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you very much.
Head to www.ukft.org and follow British Textile Week on social media for more interviews, trends and tales from the UK textile industry.